property taxes. As of October 31st, 92%, almost 93% of our will taxes have been collected. Cook County, not quite 50%. Still have, we've expended about 70%. Well, no, 86% of the budget is passed. You want to look at the balances? Tax charge. So, second, approximately 43,000, that's our business checking, the money market, 1,000. Charitable donations, 19,000, petty cash, 1,300. Our Illinois fund is 391,544. The Illinois Fund 7812 is 82,731. U.S. Bank.
Could you tell me what the difference is between the two funds?
The special reserves versus our general fund, 1609.
General fund is 1609.
We have U.S. Bank account at 77,000. In the money market, and got 2 CDs, but not quite 50,000 each. Our total bank balance is at $1,022,356.78. And on page 8 is the breakdown of expenditures. What we spent year to date versus our annual budget, where we are, and what percentage of spending we are, percentage budget spent. Do you have any questions? Here's 30% for expenditures. 28.7.
I do have a question. I remember when we combined 5,000 and 5010 under the salary.
50.
Yeah, we used to have a 5010 and we combined them, and now we just have a 5,000 under salaries professional. Well, why did we do that? I'm just trying to. On page 8.
In which year did you say?
This year.
She said there was a breakout between professional and salaries. So
Yes,
she wants to
this
know why we
wasn't
combined
always
salaries
like
and
this.
professional.
It used to be,
Separated.
right, it used to be separated and we combined it. And I was just wondering why we combined that.
He said,
The board,
The accountant,
the accountant,
they prepare the statements, we don't prepare any of the statements.
that was something
So it might have just been an accounting decision.
Tracy,
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
The salaries, it used to be 5,000 and then it was 5010.
Because we had, that was the 5010 was the clerical
Right.
salaries.
And the 5,000 was salaries professional. And now we see that they're all combined.
We talked about it when we did the budget.
Right, and I just wanted to understand why that's like that. Can you just please clarify that?
Because all the salaries are now under one line instead of having it split.
And that was something the accountant did.
No, it was our decision. You
Oh,
guys
right.
asked me to have it combined.
Oh.
No, the meeting we had for the budget and appropriations, we talked about
Oh.
Yeah, I was just trying to understand why we combined them.
it, because it's all salaries. It's something that Penny did that I never changed, and in that meeting, you guys said, okay, let's just change it and combine it all. So it's nothing separate, it's all the salaries in one budget line.
Right, but in the past, my point was, it's not an argument, Tracy.
Oh, I'm not taking it as a.
Right, yeah, I was just wanting clarity.
I think
As
that was
to
done
why-
in September.
Yeah, as to why it was done, because when you look back in the history, it
Right,
was always 5,000 and then 50-10, and so now we combined it. I could even see in my records when we combined it.
right.
So I just wanted to clear it in my mind as to why we did that, and so,
It was just to combine the salary lines.
And that was done, I think, in September.
After the budget and appropriations. Oh, yeah. There's water here if anybody wants it.
Petty cash,
Yes.
it's not on the premises.
No, we take it to the bank. Any more questions? Take 2 minutes for the paper.
Look on the back of the packets, but in the second, the finances at the fiscal year end. And that's the breakdown.
For the payroll?
No, that's the treasurer's report for the end of the fiscal year, that's later in the meeting.
You mean for the?
Yes, for fiscal year end, yeah.
That's down at the business.
So any more questions?
So this last page, we're gonna discuss it later, because I don't know what cost it. Okay.
So if there are any more questions, this is really executive. First report is written. And move on to the council.
Okay.
It's been moved and second that we accept the financial reports as presented. Are we ready for the question? Yes. Okay. All in favor by roll call? Thompson,
Aye.
Jones Harper,
Aye.
Saunders, Lawson,
I,
Young,
Yeah,
Baker, yes. Okay.
And November 17th, accounts payable.
What?
I misread.
which one?
When was ready?
They're,
In October.
book vendor, we use them and they print here.
I don't know if they're in October.
You talking about the shred?
Yeah.
There's a second meeting. Right there.
And it was advertised. When will we have that, when will we have that again in the spring?
Yes. Oh, they have to repair, condensers on top of it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, to pay reciprocal loans.
and we try to bill and collect. Right now, as of right now, we do not send anybody to collection agencies.
Yeah.
Do they get that large? That they would be able to go to a collection agency?
They can.
We not really just spend 250 or something. If the bid, you have to pay.
With the patron activated collection agency?
No, I mean, so it comes from the recovery. I don't think that's your center.
They take a percentage, I think, of what they collect.
Yes, we just have never signed it.
But this is a combination.
Yeah, that's
of
all together,
that.
that's all.
That's not just one thing.
Underground sprinkler system.
Other than doing the RZP labs.
They ask for that survey to be filled out.
Yeah,
That's all that
Yeah, we got that noise.
Yeah.
because of cross-contamination possibilities. So,
Did you see it in the
And they're
last
gonna
bill?
change something.
No, it wasn't even, it was a separate, I don't know, just
They're
a
gonna
survey
change-
and.
They're gonna change something. They're gonna want to come in and put in a new device in the home system.
That sprinkler system is still operational, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's-
just had a drain.
Yeah.
Yep, we
You
just
have
did
to
that.
have a drain.
Any other questions on the accounts payable?
we just started this, gas budget plan,
No.
so we just all year long, we're in the gas budget. So.
We have a credit right now, but, as we head into the winter months, it's gonna be significantly
What
larger.
is our credit? Like, is it, right, okay.
Any other questions?
The independent construction, the building maintenance, is that just the
Those-
maintenance?
No, those were, like the projects outside that he's been helping with,
The little-
the sidewalks, yeah, those
Okay.
things.
Did that,
Combined.
did that pillar, the base of the pillar,
Yeah,
did
the
that get
telephone
repaired?
wire was sticking out.
Did that get repaired?
Around $5 million.
The base of the post, that big post?
The tuck pointing hasn't been done yet. In fact, it probably won't be done until the spring, because now we'll be moving into the winter and snow on the sidewalk and equipment on the sidewalk, so I just think it would be best to wait till the weather kind of breaks, and we're not dealing with snow and ice.
If there's a wire there.
The wire and the tuck pointing are two different things. So AT&T is gonna have to come back out. That's a whole different issue than the tuck pointing.
But they are coming back out.
Well, AT&T, yes. But there's some drilling that has to be done and going under the sidewalk and probably.
They were going to pay
No, they're not gonna tear it, they're not gonna tear it up, but it's a little bit more, involved. So if they say they can come back out and do it before winter really hits, then we'll do that.
Well, if you're not repairing underground, you need to put something over so that it's
So
not
that
exposed to water.
Yeah.
And even if they do tear it up, they'll have to replace it.
Yes.
Item 18, is that training last month?
18, 19,
Yeah, the bad
18.
trustees went to all.
Oh, yeah, that's,
Okay.
Any more questions? I move that we accept the accounts payables for November 2017 in the amount of $17,078.43.
It's been moved in second that we accept the accounts payable in the amount of $17,078.43. Are we ready for the question? All in favor by roll call, Thompson,
Aye.
Jones Harper,
Aye.
Saunders, Lawson,
Aye.
Young,
Aye.
18 yes. Okay, we need to transfer.
Yeah, yeah. December, let me see. You have a very brief view of this.
We're gonna have a brief, we're gonna have a brief review.
We'll, our workshop.
It's a workshop right before the,
Right before the holiday.
So we're gonna
Right
have to
before
put
the-
money for
for the,
the December payrolls.
mhm.
We still have another payroll.
Yes. It's actually next Friday. February and December, it is great. It's not 42, it's 13 right now.
So then we probably need to move
You talking about the accounts payable?
Yeah, the business checking, that's the October 31st,
Honestly,
it's
40,
43.
because we figured 37, if you have 3 payrolls, we have 30,000 in accounts payable to 17. So I would say about 40,000, we should look for the money market to checking account to cover payroll and accounts for.
How much did you say?
40.
If we had 30 for payroll and 17 for accounts payable, how much is it?
It's 37, I would have to 40,000.
They could just go together so that you don't know.
Okay, so that's one next week?
And then you look at the house, you should be able to know administrators there or support staff. They should
Unless
support
we do
staff.
it next, unless we do it in December.
But you have 13 in there.
But you should different account.
You don't think that's
But that's not enough for a whole payroll, is it?
10,000 approximately. So you want to do 50?
We got the Christmas expenses, holiday expenses too.
What's it say on the agenda?
Is that not on?
So we probably need to make more
Huh?
than 30, 34.
No.
No, she said 40.
Oh, I did it
I
already,
said 50, but if you
I was pointing it out that it happened.
55.
You understand?
Better happen now.
Are you thinking of thousands?
$55,000
Yes.
to cover expenses for November.
And a portion of January. The first payroll.
First payment. For the week, to cover expenses between this meeting and our next business meeting.
Yes.
Right. So I move that we transfer 55,000 from the Old Second money market to the Old Second checking to cover expenses between now and January 2018.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we move 55,000 from our old second money market to our old second checking to cover expenses until our next business meeting.
Okay.
Are we ready for the question? All in favor by roll call, Thompson, Jones Doctor, Saunders, aye. Lawson, aye. Young,
Aye.
Page, aye. Okay,
That concludes the treasurer's
thank you, Cheryl. I would like to ask, see the invoices.
And what? Which invoices?
report. The checks for the accounts payable.
Accounts payable.
Invoices.
You mean tonight's accounts payable?
We have public here this evening. Would you stand and introduce yourself individually? Public has right to make comments. 2 minutes, please, 2 minutes.
First, I'd like to say thank you all and good evening to everyone. For those that don't know me, my name is Oscar Brown, attorney and counselor. I'm also a trustee for the Village University Park. My address is 523 Nathan Road, right here in this lovely Village University Park. I did notice some things with the finances, and in my position as trustee for the Village University Park, I feel it is best for me not to comment on what I see is right or wrong with it. But I'm here in particular to talk to you about your policy in regards to meeting 4 times here at the library board, or here at the library. I also have to address one set of comments that I heard from one of you individually as a member posted on a social media site. It's not the easiest thing to say, but say it I shall. In the interest of full disclosure, I am a member of the Community Block Club. However, I would make these comments if this was about Concerned Citizens Committee or people for the involuntary retirement of Oscar Brown from his public position. Because principles of the First Amendment are important. Benjamin Franklin put it like this: whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. Our founders thought this was so important, they enshrined it in our First Amendment, and among the rights enshrined there is the freedom of assembly. I find it very curious that we have this 4-term policy or 4-time-a-year policy, and we just literally, right now, ask the Dewberry or Newberry architects to build more room to bring, and I quote, more people in. I want to thank him for coming here today to help me make my point. Any policy that we have should not be about people and personalities. It needs to be about a principle and a policy. Now, I've already explained to you the principle that we should be trying to pursue. You support this principle to bring more people in. We just had a presentation about it. We should all support the First Amendment and freedom of assembly. Point blank, period, and that is all. Now, I know your counselor is not here tonight, but their regulations are legal. You can regulate the time, place, and manner of speech and gathering. But I'm also here to tell you that segregation, slavery, and machination, for the younger people in the audience that may not know, that's interracial marriage, was also legal. Just because a policy is in place does not make it right. And it doesn't matter what the group supports. It doesn't matter if it's people against the mayor. It doesn't matter if it's people for the mayor. It doesn't matter if it's the Concerned Citizens Committee. And it doesn't matter if it's the Community Block Club. What is important is that we support this American principle. And that's why I'm here to address you today. Carter put it like this: our Creator gave us the capacity of choice. Now, my choice is clear. I support the First Amendment. I support freedom of assembly. I support a library that supports the idea of bringing in more people. But it's what you should do. What should your choice be? You have the opportunity to change your mind about what groups, if any group, can meet and the number of times. You have the choice to support the First Amendment, and you have an opportunity to change your mind. My ask of you all today is to change your policy and not base it on people and personalities, no matter who that person is, but instead on principles and policies. In this case, the First Amendment and what you all just got through talking about, bringing in more people. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Would anyone else like to speak?
Yes.
We have 2 minutes per person, please.
My name is Mildred Morgan, and we've been through this before. Back in 2016, really before 2016, we were interested in having meetings here. Ms. Mary Truss, quite a few other residents here, and we asked the staff here for what the policies were. This is your policy, less than half a page. But then when we came on and started wanting to meet and have meetings here, you changed it. Right then and there, changed it. To all these several pages, you changed it. That goes to tells me there's some discrimination here. I also belong with the seniors group. The seniors are allowed to have meetings here all throughout the year, whereas you want to stop a block club, a simple, nice, kind-spirited gathering of people from coming up here and having meetings. you want to stop the block club and only give us only 4 times a year. That is not fair, it's not right. And because of that, it causes me to think, well, wonder, why? Why does your director choose to, and also the board, choose to do that, discriminate against people, which is not nice. It's not nice at all. And as I look to see, it disturbs me, and I think we talked about it before, that, well, let me ask first. May I ask the salary of the director? Okay, then I have no other choice than to go by what one of your members here said on a media. He stated that her salary was $53,000. I wonder why. My paperwork shows me she makes 70. The paperwork I'm talking about, and I'm sure you're familiar with it, is the University Park District Working Budget of 2017 through 2018, with the fiscal year of being between July 1st and June 30th. I see here where she makes $70,000. There's some other things here I don't understand, but I'll just point this out.
And your time, you're overgoing your time.
Okay, let me just bring it to an end. The things that you're doing here in this library is only going to cause more scrutiny, because we live here, we pay taxes. I got a tax bill, I brought it. And we have taxes that we pay here. And it's not fair what you're doing, ostracizing people, only some people, from this library. We're not going to tolerate that.
Thank you.
My name is Mr. Williams. I live in University Park. I'm just going to piggyback on what she said.
Excuse me, 1 minute. Can you give us your full name, please?
Mr. Eric Williams.
Okay, thank you.
Middle name Wafiq Williams.
Okay.
Piggybacking on what she said, fiscal year 2017, 2018, you see $70,000. He says on social media, Mr. Young, $53,000. So it is a discrepancy. Is it 70 or is it 53?
53.
It's 53. So why on this paper here, fiscal budget is 70?
It was approved.
Please tell me.
That's what a full-time director would make.
Right, I was gonna say, if you FOIL any, you can go on Google and FOIL the salaries, a full-time salary.
You're talking about the one here.
No.
No, I'm just saying, let me finish my statement. I've listened to yours. If you go on Google and just Google any full-time salary, average full-time salary for a university clerk, for a library director in the south suburbs, it ranges about $100,000 a year. So for part-time, it would be about 50. And so that's the area, that's wrong.
It's
So why
seconded
is-
on that paper because if I leave here tomorrow,
And we have
they would have to
hire
get somebody.
full-time.
They would have an option to go to that amount depending on based on.
Okay.
And so we leave it budgeted
It's
because you don't
budgeted
know if you're
for
gonna
that
have
for
to
the past 8 years.
So,
Those are security.
okay. So, okay.
We save money by utilizing a part-time director versus paying $100,000 a year, $72,000 to $100,000 a year for a full-time.
Then your members are not live.
So wait, hold on, it's my turn. Why don't put the actual numbers on here? This is the budget for you all, right?
That's a
That's
working
what it
It's a
budget.
working budget,
It's
which
a
is
working
different
budget.
from.
That's the working budget. That's just the numbers that we use in-house for the year.
Did you not
Like it's-
make 60,000?
No, I've never made 60,000.
You FOILed the stuff, you should be able.
No,
You
she
got
didn't
my
get her
contract
FOIA.
2 years- You got my contract 2 years ago.
Listen,
That's
she
not
didn't get
changed.
her FOIA information.
No, but she FOILed it before, this is
She
not the
FOILed
first
it
time
2
they
years
FOILed
ago.
it.
And you, at the same, at that time, when you
Mildred,
started out.
Hold on, Miss
Excuse me.
Minute. I got this, just
Excuse
hold on.
me, he has
Okay,
the floor.
well, this is what we need to do. We need to FOIA all this stuff again. She just asked for some more information, which was not given to her, and they gave her a letter. So I advised her to give it to the comptroller, and we gonna get this
You're an
fight.
attorney, Mr. Williams.
No, I'm not. I'm talking as a resident. We're going to give this information to the comptroller, and we want to see the documents because that's our right as taxpayers.
Absolutely.
That's fine.
Why it wasn't given to her today, I don't know. And
Because you
this-
know why,
this-
let me tell you why. Because when you request something, do you think we can just give it to you like that? It
Yes.
takes a minute too.
13.
You know,
What did the letter say? They not gonna give it to you?
13. Yeah.
They said they not gonna give it to you?
no, we did not say
I'm
that.
asking what the letter said.
She asked for 4 years.
I think it's 4 or 5 years, yes.
Okay,
I said 4 years.
but did the
So
letter
you
say
can't
they're
get
gonna
4
give
years
it to you?
records in a day. Absolutely.
What did it say they not? What did
Well,
it say?
they're gonna charge me, monies for, because so many pages or something.
And that's
That's
right.
standard
That's-
procedure.
Okay,
That
this
came
is
from the attorney.
well, this is what you do, and I'm advising you.
excuse me, sir, you need to talk with us. And
Okay,
not
well,
her,
well, this is
because your
confusing.
time is,
Okay, this is confusing.
okay? But we
This is
explained it.
confusing to the residents, this amount here, and they're giving us a reason why it's on here, so this is confusing the residents of University Park. We're gonna figure out what's going on, we're trying to get the FOIA
Okay.
information, okay?
And you're gonna
And
get the
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. There-
Does anybody else have any comments?
Okay, I have a comment.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Mary Truss.
Thank you.
Truss. Okay. I'm not on Next Door Neighbor, but people call me up and say, okay, this happened. Somebody wrote this about you or wrote that about you, whatever. I am not going to try to inhibit or step on anyone's constitutional rights or freedom of speech. Whenever I do something, though the people who know me know that I try to dot all I's and cross all T's. And if you don't know me, but ask somebody. Whatever I am at the moment, that's what I'm claiming to be at that particular moment, or whatever. Don't try to accuse me. And I'm not going to get down there with you and lower myself. I got bad knees. I can't stoop that low. Okay? So keep it up, but do it right. Check me out. Check out what I'm doing. I belong to a lot of organizations. Political, social, civic. That's my prerogative. Okay? So when you write it, I don't hide behind anything. I will come right out and tell you what I'm doing and who I'm doing it for. Now, I asked you for permission, pardon me, I asked you for permission to have a voter's registration. That part, I am political, if you say that, but that's civic, really. And I was given that title, and I was given that because, along with a lot of other people in here, there's a couple other ones in here too. Yeah, there's no organization more political than the League of Women Voters. And I'm a member of that too. That's all I ask you. Now, whether I get out there and support a person or do whatever, that's my constitutional right. And I don't care what you say. Like I say, I got bad knees. I can't stoop to your level with that. Okay?
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
Anybody else? Do we have any other comments? Since there are no more public comments, I'll move on to the president's report. Well, I'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and I hope everyone have a happy and safe Thanksgiving with their families. I'd like to say that I'm grateful for our library in my report, that I'm very grateful that we have a nice library, a clean library, a safe library, informative library, a library with technology. And I can say all of that because what I've been doing since we have talked about having an addition, I've been visiting other libraries to see how we measure up, to see how we compare. And I would like for you all to do the same in your spare time.
Please do.
I've gone to Massill's Library, Flossmoor's Library, Tinley Park's Library, Homewood's Library, Richmond Parks, and Markham's. And we measure up. We're keeping up. And we're doing the right things in a competitive world. So that, I just like to share that with you all, that I've been kind of checking out other libraries. I'm trying to come up with Governor State too, even though we don't compete with them.
Academic versus a public library.
Yes,
That's a huge
we don't compete with them, but it is, the other libraries, they're doing some of the same things we're doing some of the same things they're doing. So I'd like to say I'm proud of our library. And I grew up in libraries too, so. My mom worked in the library and I worked in the library in college, so that's the end of my report. And now Tracy, are you gonna talk about the Christmas? Okay. We're ready.
I just like to share this with you. Okay, we'll try to keep this up, but this is what the staff pulled together for me to see the kind of programs that we did throughout the month of October. Summer attendance is high, some attendance is low. The day programs, which would be story time, is kind of hard for us to get participation just because, small babies, working parents.
This is during the day.
It's during the day, September. But overall, we have a healthy flow of kids in our programs in addition to the kids that come to the door after school every day. To get them involved. We moved our rec Saturday events to be able to allow them to take place throughout the week. So we have healthy participation.
When are you gonna have the jury creations again?
We're actually, have you seen Shalita? She's our acting person, so she is actually going to teach. We do crafts for kids where you don't need tools, but then she's going to, in the spring, January, February, she will start doing a crafting program for people who want to use tools and all the big people, adult stuff. Hi, thank you. So yes, we've had several requests and since in the past we haven't had it. We have Shalita, and we have another teacher on reserve who said she was interested too, so I just kind of want to see what stuff she makes before we bring her on board.
Story time, excuse me, story time. Do you ever do that in the evening?
We can do it in the evening, it's just that in the evening, we have most of our programs. But yeah, we have done impromptu story time, so, yes, it can be done in the evenings.
Okay.
So we'll
When you
make
say
plans to have some in the
evening,
evening.
Phyllis, you mean like a Friday evening, you mean like
Yes.
after
Oh,
6?
weekdays during the week.
We
Yeah.
close it early on Friday evening.
Right, but I was thinking maybe, before dinner time, like 5-ish.
That's hard.
That's a hard time, yeah. And I'm thinking of trying to get more children involved, like maybe if we went to outreach, like a daycare or something, or invited them in.
We
There's
can
a
do
place.
that, but there's not really any, there may be home, there's not, we have to get the, like, home daycare providers, in, so maybe we can put a blurb about that in the newsletter,
would be good.
just to say that we want you in.
Because I think
to pull
that's
the daycare
really
providers in.
important for literacy
Oh, absolutely.
skills for
Absolutely.
young children.
I think it's important too. I think a lot of the problem with our community is it's very transient because a lot of people work outside the community. And when they get in, they're trying to cook and get stuff done. And so when you're dealing with little kids now, yeah.
Maybe that'll be a good
But
project for
you
during
know.
the holidays.
But maybe,
Right.
Well, we do our family,
But you have-
we do our family holiday program, we do bingo and they do crafting and we actually have marionettes. Yes, so, he's one of our favorite performers. But I just wanted you to be able to see the numbers, because we report these numbers to Illinois, and as part of our Illinois, annual report for libraries every year, but to see it is like, wow, we really did all of that. And then, we do it again next month, so things are happening, and the times that it seems quiet, there's always something. They were in here crafting today before our meeting, so,
Right.
you know, be it 5 or 10, they're in, and we try to pull the kids, even when they haven't signed up, we try to pull them in and say, hey, you need to come do this, and a lot of times they come.
You know, what would be fun
What?
is if we got somebody who could do theater or some type of acting class.
We're already doing that in the spring.
Really?
Yeah, we had the kids, we had the family sign up
Okay.
over the summer. We know who's interested. We just needed to make sure that we were going to be covered staff-wise to have participation. So we, I don't know if you met the young man, but we have now some additional help in terms of pages and stuff. So a lot, you know, a little bit there, we just kind of spread thin, but we're okay now.
Is that community-wide in being involved in that? Or,
Yes, anybody can come to our program.
I mean, how would they have known about the?
It's in our newsletter. It was in our newsletter to sign up.
Oh, okay.
Then you put it on
Fall
one.
newsletter.
It was in the summer newsletter to sign up, and
Okay.
then we just kind of tabled everything, so we're going to start it back up in the spring. But in fact, Sonia is going to be part of doing the drama, and then we'll do music, so a little bit of everything. But it's called I Create at University
Oh,
Park Library. So,
I created, I saw that. I didn't realize that was drama too.
drama, music, art, and we all
And then they posted on the marquee to start.
Yeah, we post, we text. Do you guys get a text? Okay, then I'm gonna, I have your phone numbers. So, we text out about programs, the ones that we spend money on for sure. We post stuff up on the cable station, so even though UP does not have, we can still use Park Forest because we were Park Forest South. So we post it on the cable station when needed. But yeah, we send out stuff. And then it's always on the marquee. But the thing about the marquee is like any billboard, we can only post up 1 or 2 events that we really want to highlight because you're going to be going past it and you're not going to see every screen. So we can't put everything on the marquee. But we advertise. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have.
They better start reading something.
Yeah, okay. You guys get the number out here. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask you, got time to read all this?
Yeah, it's.
Yes.
She does not do
But I'm on
dramas.
Facebook.
Yeah. We have Facebook page. I would probably say Facebook is the most, the one we use the most, but, you know, but our website, so yes. It's a work in progress, but Marilyn made a good point. I think, if I could just impress upon everybody that we strive, even though we're small, we strive to provide all the services that you can get at any other library. And a lot of what makes that happen, makes it possible, is the fact that we share materials in the library system. So we can't have every book, we can't have every children's book, but if there's a book out there that you want, we can get that book here, and that's what we try to strive. So the staff is not allowed to tell a patron, we don't have the book, but you can go get it at Creek. No, we don't have the book, but we can get it here for you. That's what we want them to know. Right, but you can come from anywhere. I think it's cool when you get a book from another place if you want to get it back to them. But, so we're not
On time.
on time. But we're not limited and we're not set apart. We're doing everything. I think the smaller libraries have the benefit, yes, there are libraries that have the self-checkout systems. They're not the greatest thing since sliced bread. And at the end of the day, I think people like coming to a desk to say, hey, let me help you, and personal service, because the machines get caught up, they get hung up, and whatever, you still have problems. So we have the computers, we have everything that, and if there are other things that are out there we want to know about them, then it's a matter of cost and so forth and so on, but we are competitive. We may be small, but we are competitive.
I really like the Trump Street. That was a wonderful course.
It's good part of
Yeah.
It's called Trunk or Treat.
You know, I do want to make the board aware that the motorcycle was started in the library. So I think going forward,
In the foyer or the library?
in the foyer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so and the fumes did come in there. So just going forward, you know, maybe we could just not have that happen.
You can just roll it in as opposed
Right,
to having
and
to
roll
start
it out, because
right.
I did hear people say, oh, where are those fumes coming from?
Mhm.
I was affected by the
Yeah, they were
fumes
here.
myself.
Fire department sent
No, I didn't think the chief would have started doing it, because that's rule 101.
Well-
You bring something in, you roll it, because it's a bite.
Right, yeah, but she started it, instead of just rolling it out.
And
I
wrapped
think
it
that,
up. Who was she?
Paula Wilson.
Can you start it and roll it without,
You can put it in neutral.
can you roll it without starting it?
Yes.
I'm not a motorcycle baby. I
Yes,
have no
you
idea.
I can read one of them. Hats, leather.
Yeah, she was all decked out.
We can
But
have
that was
those
the
type of
only
book
thing,
clubs.
I just had a wonderful time.
It was, and I have the pictures, and then probably at the Christmas party. So our workshop really is just to talk about, one, the things that we are looking to do with the library, just to give a recap of the year. And I think, do you guys like the picture?
Rolling
The
pictures,
rolling
yes,
pictures
yes,
that we
we
did,
do.
I like doing that too, so it just, because it's kind of hard to get them in the newsletter.
Yes.
But to just
But
to
to
see,
see the kids.
it really does make a
Where
difference
you
that
show that on the
yes,
marquee?
we show it, as part of the workshop for the, event.
Christmas.
We show
You
it.
weren't here
as
last
a-
year
yeah.
for Christmas.
And I don't think we did one last year.
Were you, you weren't on the board?
No, we didn't start till
I don't
we had
know.
elections. June.
Oh, okay, that's right, okay.
And we did have, it was a really nice event. Miss Millie was even at the event passing out candy. So there were lots of people around, that participated in it. I'm telling you, I had the time of my life. I took pictures with
I got a
everybody.
picture of you and yourself instead.
I had my selfie stick, I think I took a
And we
picture
have
of
here to help
everybody.
pay for that
Yes,
too.
we
They
have.
partnered with,
Yes.
Parks and Recs.
Yeah.
Right, and I sat down and enjoyed the magic show. I brought my little godson, and he had a wonderful time over in that corner. Once he got over there, I couldn't even move
The
it.
balloon lady?
Just that corner, period. That the toys and all of that.
Oh,
He's 5
okay.
years old. He hit that corner and that was it.
Yay. Okay, and we have more toys to add over there. So I'm thinking about, for Christmas, we will go to the dollar store and we will purchase books and we will wrap them and they can come in and just pick one out.
You mean, in every day or?
No, every day, just
Explain it to us.
I'm still working on this one, but I just have this, like, I think every kid should have a book. I do. So I was just thinking, at the dollar store, you can go get a book, but there's also a place, Half Books, that I purchased from them before, Half Price Books in Orland. So because for the older kids, I would have to go there. The books at the dollar store, they have like workbooks for kids, stuff, coloring books, things of that nature, but I just thought. Yeah, but they don't have a lot of teen stuff. Yeah, so it's the teens the adults are easy, but the, to buy for, but the teens books, you have to get.
So once you grab a car, you're gonna have
So we
separate
just-
boxes for age
Yes.
groups?
I just
So
figured
this will
it'd
be
be
at
nice.
an event like our Christmas.
No, at the, our holiday event, we do a holiday event with the staff, like family Christmas events. And so we would do it then and then leave them out just for people to get out.
About how many books do you think you'll need?
Probably.
I said we're not.
We used to have that, would make a difference.
Make a difference. We are gonna
Yes,
do make a
we
difference
gave away
today.
those books.
Yes, and we're gonna do make a difference today.
30 days, we should have a response by the next meeting. So then I don't know how you're gonna have special meetings in between. So I think
Yeah.
that's gonna be difficult.
So you want to do it in December, the workshop?
I think the workshop will be a perfect time to, and let that be answered by the end of the year
Okay.
and move forward into next year.
Well, maybe that's something we have to visit, if we're gonna, because normally we don't have a lot of general public questions, so if that's gonna be an ongoing thing, then
It
we'll
needs to be
we'll have
researched.
we'll have to address.
How and when,
How we
and
do it.
when.
Right.
I need clarification. On the 10th, our workshop is gonna start.
Yes,
It's only an hour because the party starts at 5.
yes.
But the workshop is really just an overview.
training.
Yeah, it's not gonna be great.
It's nothing.
It's not a meeting.
It's not a meeting, it's just an overview of services
From the
we've
previous year.
offered from the previous year and what we are proposing and looking to do as we move to the future, right?
So you would have to have a special meeting.
Unless you create a policy statement within there.
Then you want that, you still have to.
You still,
create a policy statement.
we still need to answer the question.
Right.
Of course, and I don't
What
have
are
to
the
do this.
questions?
You're gonna do it. But you see, what I'm getting at shows this. We normally don't meet in December except for that
I
Christmas
get
party.
that. I
Okay.
get it.
So, we all have things to do. I don't have a problem with, give 30 days, I'm fine with it.
No,
I
I'm
don't have
saying,
a problem
that's a
with,
suggestion, but that's not, that's just not.
Right, okay. So what I'm saying is that, what?
He told me to shut up so you can say what you got to say.
Oh, okay. See, it's good.
So go on.
It's just not.
Say what you got to
Get
say.
that money back.
No, I'm good. I don't have a problem with responding. I think they do need a response. But you know what? It's a break period for me from Thanksgiving to December. And, and time-wise, I just want to minimize and be clear. I want to minimize the amount of meetings during this holiday period. And I want to be clear on what we're meeting about, so I come better prepared.
So
Let me tell
January.
you, let me tell you.
Now, you're gonna sit next to me, so we gotta.
We gotta talk about it briefly.
Okay.
We already know, if the public asks you a question, you open the answer.
Of course, I agree.
So then we
Public
need to talk
concerns.
about, we don't need to talk about how we're gonna answer, we're just gonna answer. We need to talk about who's gonna put the answer together. Or, how are we gonna respond to it?
We all need to agree on how to approach it and when they're gonna receive the reply.
Correct.
Those two things.
And is it gonna be writing?
Yeah, the director's gonna have to put it in writing because they won't get it until the next meeting, which is even further away.
In January.
So we need an email from them? I'm saying, if we
No,
give,
I don't think we need to email it.
If they, when they identify themselves here,
right,
and then
And
she
they'll
has,
have their address.
then all she has to do is look them up to see if they're library card holders, so you got the address right there.
So
Do
we
you
send
want to
letters.
start the meeting then at 3 instead
Oh, no,
of?
no, please don't.
No. 4 is enough time.
Okay.
That's a
enough
Sunday
time.
too.
Yeah.
so.
If
you're
we're
saying
on
wait till
time for
January?
if we're on time for 4 o'clock, we can make it happen. And we'll have a quorum.
So moving forward, if there's a question, we just record the question and then we'll have a written response.
And maybe we can think about this.
If we don't have actual.
If there's a question that we need to address, maybe we can plan, and it can be posted in time, that before the next board meeting, maybe we can meet 15 minutes or half an hour before to address that.
Or can it be posted on the website, or maybe able to access?
What, the answer?
But it's not everybody's
But
question.
and it's
It's
not
not
everybody's,
Particular people's
Yeah.
question.
So it would get mailed to their
Yeah.
house?
But
yeah.
it's informative
Okay.
for anybody else thinking.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, but everybody's not interested in the same thing, so we need to answer that particular person, I think, person's.
They're the ones that
Okay.
ask
Question,
questions.
I mean, you can post it on the website too.
But-
Yeah, yes, you can. I mean, because that way, if
No.
somebody,
See, that's why we
Here we
probably
go
need to
again.
have a meeting
Here
to
we
have
go
a
again.
policy.
Maybe
So
what,
everybody's
have
got
a
different
frequently
idea.
asked questions?
I do
Just
see
like I
some,
looked
I
up
do see
Matthew,
some on
they
this
got
that
one.
says, on this agenda
Yeah,
that says,
no.
other business,
Yes, question.
Frequently
deliberation,
asked questions.
discussion.
Homewood does too.
Okay,
Okay.
now,
Oh my God.
but I would suggest it's put on the website too, because just in case somebody else
Yes, they are.
needs to know.
So we're gonna mail the answers.
You're gonna answer,
And then also on the website, you can leave a comment.
mail,
And we can have a comment box outside too, out front of the front. At the front desk,
Had to save some time.
yeah. And then maybe we can address those at each meeting.
And it definitely does need to be addressed because we're talking about First Amendment rights as Mr. Oscar. I don't want
I don't
anybody to
understand.
feel,
I
I don't want to feel like, we do everything.
You don't wanna feel
That's
like,
why 4 o'clock is not gonna be no time.
Consult the
That's
attorney
all.
and find out if that's a violation.
Well, maybe- we need to
we
know
haven't
what,
violated anybody's
That's what I'm saying, I
rights.
don't think it's a violation.
do you have the question that he asked
Yes, I
written
do.
down?
I do.
Well, maybe you can,
He said he was making a statement. I don't think
yeah,
it's a
he
question.
did
He
make a
didn't really
statement.
ask.
He made statements.
Mr. Williams, he asked the
He
question.
did ask a question.
Yeah.
What was the question?
He asked if we would change that
Oh,
policy.
yes,
That was
yes,
his
yes.
question.
Right. Mhm.
change our mind, that's what he said.
Yes.
He wants us to change the policy.
Right.
And then Ms. Morgan, she asked, the seniors meeting, why can't anybody else, and she asked the director's salary.
That they're feeling like,
How often
you
do
know,
the seniors meet?
They meet here, 6 to 8 times a year, I think.
But when
They
the,
also use Wednesdays, they meet in the middle of the week, and we made that,
Well, we can make, any middle of the week is fine.
anybody can
We
meet.
can't use the
We
weekends,
just,
that's our
it's the
current
4
program.
Saturdays a month that we're just trying to make sure that everybody has access
Right.
to the meeting room, in addition to the programs that we do on
They can meet
Saturdays.
during the week.
So we've offered the use of the meeting room during the week.
Right, that seems reasonable. You can't type every weekend, but, yeah, I think during the week sounds reasonable.
And then Ms. Truss asked, about the voter registration. She wants to perform her voter registration.
right.
I think one of the things, the last time she really discussed, we have ongoing voter registration because there's people on staff.
Well, tonight, I'm talking about
Right.
tonight. I'm talking
No,
about tonight.
that's what I'm
She just
saying,
asked
is that-
about, she can perform it. So.
So those are the three
She wants
questions.
to conduct the voter registration.
Mhm.
Right.
So we have
We have
three
to answer
questions
that.
that we need to address.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's it. Conduct the voter registration plan. Change
Change
the
the
meeting
policy.
policy. What's the other one? What's the third one? More abilities?
About, she asked about the seniors and the meeting space, and she asked about Tracy's salary. And then she also asked, came back and asked about budget appropriations, how that is.
You had
But that was answered.
Yeah.
So
But,
let's,
I feel like if you're gonna say, okay, people that have questions, and we're gonna answer them like this. Even though she answered verbally, we're gonna answer them like this, we're gonna answer them the same way each time.
But I
So
think
they're
it
gonna
could
get
be
a-
something simple, like a yes or no answer. I don't think it has to be, I mean, I think it
I
depends on
don't
how
believe
difficult
that,
the
if
question
we're
is.
gonna say,
but we
I
need,
have a question, and this is how we're gonna answer all questions.
So they're gonna all be tabled.
Because that's
to
why
next
in
time.
public meetings, they don't let you give the answer while the meeting's going on, from meeting to finish. You're supposed to give the
It's
answer.
gonna be disruptive if you go back and forth, is what you're saying.
but we want to do ours in writing.
Well, that's what you're saying.
It should be done in writing. So
But
we'll have, so we'll
I
have
think
proof.
too, if it's something as easy as a yes or no,
But it might be something she might think yes, and I might think no, and you might think no, and you might think yes, like that. Because we have to talk as one voice.
That's true.
And we do have to discuss it. So, so December the 10th, 4 o'clock.
I think we should have a limit on this discussion, because I wanna have fun at the
Yeah.
party. I
Well,
wanna
it
have an
will
attitude.
be over.
I know, but I'm saying we should set a limit to
Shall
how
we
much,
provide
how
a
much time in an hour is going to be set
No,
aside
30
for that
minutes.
discussion.
30, 45 minutes, that's all.
Not to discuss 3 questions.
Yeah.
No, but that's the total, because she's got something else on her agenda than just that.
She has a training.
She got a workshop.
So, you want to do all that in 15 minutes?
The workshop is what, 10, 15 minutes? Drew?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? No, we say 20, sure.
Okay.
Do
So they
you
can-
want, I have a DJ.
Charlotte's not coming back?
Yes, Charlie is coming back if you want Charlie, but do you also want the DJ?
Star said she likes to dance. That's what I mean.
whatever you do is fine
She
with
won't
me.
be here, she said.
Oh.
She's coming to the party,
Yeah,
she's just not gonna be here.
Won't be here.
at
for-
4
Oh, for
o'clock.
early.
Right.
So we're having both DJ, Charlie, or just me?
Well, I think you need to have
Are
some
we-
kind of social activity.
Are we gonna have any entertainment? Are we gonna have a magician or?
Wanna have that man that can read people's
Do you
minds?
want him back?
Oh, no.
Do you want him
That
back?
was a little, that's
I like it
freaky.
though.
Yeah, he was
It
good.
was good.
You want him
Now,
back?
what type of entertainment did you have in mind?
I do know, so leave it in for you guys.
Yeah, I liked it, but I've already seen it. I want to see it.
Oh.
But I did it.
It was 2 years in a row.
I always.
And do you want
enjoy,
Michael Jackson?
Did you see Michael
I
Jackson?
didn't see Michael Jackson.
I've seen him somewhere else. Yeah, he was good.
I saw something.
Okay, are we
You want
going
the
to
Michael
So
Jackson?
Is this
3 people,
almost 10
4
o'clock?
people have seen him. So we won't do Michael. Cause
What?
you're singing, Star singing, I singing. Y'all wanna still do
Staff
Michael?
sing? I don't know, I'm just
The
saying.
staff sing?
I've never seen
I've never
it.
seen it either.
The staff probably would really like.
I like Michael's music, so is he gonna sing some Michael's music?
He has to,
Yes, and he danced,
Yeah.
and he looks like
And
Michael.
that's the one with the two loose down here, that I need to go, you can just hold. Cause it's several.
Is it-
No, this one didn't do that. This one was by, he was by himself.
Oh,
Does that mean we wouldn't have a DJ?
Well, Michael is only gonna perform
okay.
just probably a half an hour,
Okay.
30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
When is it gonna be time for, real?
For who?
Real? Oh, that's it.
Who is that?
The
Tap
tap dance.
dancer.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Cotton Club.
Are we
You
satisfied?
know somebody that
with
can tell
that?
jokes, make us laugh?
I do. You want a comedian? Let's go with a comedian.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Okay, that's good, and Michael. Or we just gonna have just the comedian?
What's on the menu?
Look, you want Michael, a DJ, a comedian, a tap,
We want a bar.
Charlie.
You got the music, you got Michael, and you got the joke, the jokes.
Yeah, like we
The
gonna have
church
Christmas
choir.
caroling, spoken word.
No. We would have Sean the church.
That's a good idea. Hey,
And how
Tracy,
long Sonya come
that's a
out?
good idea.
What?
Christmas song.
What?
Tracy sings Christmas songs.
No, I
Come on, it's not gonna be a trailer show this year.
You know what, James? Now, I'm taking offense to that.
Nothing.
Okay.
I don't need
Just
Christmas.
this,
I don't
the
want to sing
comedian.
Christmas music.
Okay, we-
I want to relax too.
The comedian.
Yeah.
The
Oh my
comedian.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, I
I like the
suggest
comedian.
Who got
Comedian.
comedian? Okay, I like the comedian. I like the comedian.
5 minutes
Okay.
before we introduce
Okay.
songs to the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, so no Michael Jackson.
Who's song?
No Michael Jackson.
No Michael Jackson.
Somebody's phone ring?
Yeah, that's-
No
Okay,
Michael
wait,
Jackson.
wait. We want Charlie.
I like Charlie.
I like Charlie.
Well, we need a DJ.
We got it. I'm saying, do you want Charlie and a DJ?
Charlie's a Michael Jackson impersonator.
No,
No.
Charlie is
Charlie.
Usually
is
plays
dinner
while we-
music.
He plays while we eat.
So you can have Charlie to open,
And
the
then
comedian
the
to
DJ after
come
we
on, and
eat.
then the DJ.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
Now, what's on the menu?
Charlie to open.
Hot dogs.
I know.
Just messing with you.
Deborah told me she's not cooking it, so I just need to know what's on the menu.
Okay. Shane,
Yeah. Did I
Chef
get-
Sarah. No.
Okay, I'll
Chef
say,
Sarah, Chef Sarah.
you haven't even had Shane stuff yet.
What does Shane specialize
His food is good too. Mary Lois has had his
You
food.
can't go by her.
I've had his food too. Both of them are good. Both of them are
in?
good.
And then George's Caribbean Supper.
Yeah, so one of the three.
See
which
We
one-
gonna put it in and pick one out.
Shane does all type of food,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Then I will.
He's a chef, just like Chef Sarah.
Okay.
They're
So,
both
I need
chefs.
Shane's information.
Okay, I have that, I think I have
And I
that
need
written down
Chef
at home.
Sarah.
I'll text them
And I
both to you
spoke to
tonight.
George.
George, we're
So,
going
yeah, but he the Caribbean, so he does George.
I'm like a Jamaican.
So we're gonna determine the menu like we did last year?
What?
I don't know. We're gonna
No,
let
I'm
the
just gonna
chef
pick
pick
one with the best price.
And let them
So
suggest
what's
what
gonna
they
be,
give
I'm
us for a
talking about,
dollar
what
amount.
are we gonna,
What do you want?
you know what, I like beef is nice. Beef, fish, beef, fish, you know,
Chicken,
shrimp,
You
seafood,
gotta have shrimp.
seafood.
You gotta have shrimp.
You
I
gotta
don't
have
want no
shrimp.
baked chicken, don't want no fried chicken. Don't want
Well,
that.
don't eat it then, Jim.
Do you want
It's not your fault.
jerk chicken?
You asked me, and I told
A
you.
lot of
You know, we
people
gotta
eat
have-
chicken only.
They do.
Yeah.
Some people don't eat beef, James, and some people don't eat fish.
Yeah, we gotta
Chicken
have a chicken
is,
dish.
chicken is
So
safe.
people might have allergies.
You wanna hear a joke?
Chicken is safe.
You wanna hear a joke? Let me
Can
tell
you
you a joke.
compromise if you get shrimp? If you get shrimp and beef, it's
That's
okay.
fine,
We
that's
have
fine.
chicken.
I say,
That
we're
was
gonna have
juicy
a
some chickens.
celebration.
What's the thing is that,
You
that it was
you
going
know,
to,
I think you should always have shrimp.
yeah, I agree.
It's festive or something.
At Christmas time.
This guy was pushing some tickets. They asked me, it was a property. What was on the menu? He said, thought he was chicken. He wasn't gonna buy a chicken. Don't come
He
back.
like, he's not coming, he didn't say we got one more rubber chicken and
He said
potatoes.
this was the third dinner he had been to, and the menu was chicken.
Okay, so that's it?
Yeah.
Meeting adjourned.
I move we adjourn.
At
74.
9:54.
9:54.
Thank you, that's
We still,
You don't even have to vote.
First Saunders.
no, we don't have to vote.
Oh.
And I second, you don't have to vote on it, you can still motion.
Mhm.
Okay, so, the DJ.
So do we need to have, the meeting's over. So, I guess we can ask.
But you got the heat.
Yeah.
You can pull it